Roberta. Hello,
Nice to see you. Nice to see you. So we just have this short but very nice greeting from Slash. And I'm so happy because we have the chance to meet during the 90 days FIN as part of the program. And Minna Elomaa Krapu, PhD, is the Innovation Director in Customer-Oriented Wellbeing and Health Services of Metropolia University of Applied Science in Finland. So it's also a very special definition about the customer-oriented well-being and health services. This is very unique, I mean, and I know since innovation is future, and it's important to understand also the role of the various stakeholder of the innovation ecosystem itself. Since in my recent journey there, I had really the chance to meet you all the team, and to see the fantastic infrastructure that you build up at Metropolia. I decided to invite, and it's so kind from you to be here with us today. And I would like you to start with your presentation, which is about the new role of the higher education institution as builder of the future, and the case of Simulation Hospital. Thank you very much, and please.
Thank you, Roberta, and I'm so honored to give you a speech. And now just Roberta asking, are you seeing my slides?
Yeah,
yeah, thank you so much, because this is always so exciting that the slides are so in correct way. So very pleased and happy to share some insights from Finland, insights about the future and how our education institution can take a leader role to build the future with the stakeholders. Like you, Roberta, said, the world is changing, and we have to think that we are part of ecosystem, and we can take a responsible role in order to give possibilities for cities and for society, and also in global level to grow and be sustainable. So if we are looking at challenges nowadays, this is just a few ones that has been markers that we have to think when we are also thinking our role like a higher educational institute. So in national level, in the field of social healthcare settings, I'm speaking a lot of health and social care settings today. In Finland, we have going on reorganization about how we give services to the citizens in the field of social and healthcare. And of course, we have clients and patients with multiple needs, so they are more, and their situation are more complicated than ever. And of course, we have a huge lack of professionals in this moment. Lack of nurses, lack of doctors, and of course social workers. So this is quite crucial thing that we have to take eye on also here in educational level. Also, we have a little bit pressures this movement to the cities, and the other parts of Finland are quite rare. The habitants are quite far away, so how we offer better services also for them. And of course, aging, loneliness, and a reduced birth rate are one of those challenges that we have to think how we can handle all the aging population, their services, their needs, and at the same time when we have shortage of social and healthcare professionals, and we don't get the babies so much anymore. And also the hectic and changing working life. How we can ensure that we have that kind of professionals in the future, that they are able to move on changing working life. And the few ones in the global level, we have all estimated this couple of years that what climate change are doing, not only for the environment, but also how they are affecting people's health. Natural disasters and catastrophes, wars are surrounding us. Corona pandemic has shown that we cannot resolve those pandemic challenges alone. We need multidisciplinary, interdisciplinary groups that we can make quick solutions to the people's everyday life. And also how we tackle cybersecurity threat even here in social healthcare field, and how all the digitalization that is going on can utilize that way that also our citizens, our people are able to take and adapt those different technological solutions in their care paths. So this is also very heavy thematic issues. And when we are looking at those themes, just one question, how we can make sustainable future and well-being for everyone? This is a crucial question. When we are talking about universities and universities of applied science, this is very important because we are educating to new professionals, and also we have to tackle those challenges and give that kind of skills for them that they are also the change makers in
Minna, sorry.
Yes?
Sorry for interrupting you, but can you put your presentation, your slides in presentation mode? Because we always see in the first. I don't know if you went through the presentation.
Yeah,
sorry.
I went. Sorry. Yes.
Maybe. Okay, perfect. Now we are online.
Are you seeing now?
Yeah. Now it's okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Did you see this? Are you online now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we see all now. Thank you.
Yeah. So what we did here in Metropolia University of Science, we thought that we cannot resolve those challenges without to make innovation platforms and hubs that are tackling those channels. So this first one is the customer-oriented well-being and health service. But the other is also what we are launching and developing is clear and sustainable solution, data-driven construction, functional city for people, and smart mobility. And people first thinking is always around us. And we are working together. So even what innovation hub, the expert, the stakeholders or students go, we are working together in an interdisciplinary way. And also digitalization is just the way to find the new solutions, but not the starting point. And what we think here is that when we are talking about the innovations or ecosystems, it means that we have to combine openly and multidisciplinary way our learning, RD activities, and business. And when we are combining all of these, it means that we have to take eye on and make a partnerships with the stakeholders, very wide way. So we think that we can take an active role for changing and to collect multidisciplinary groups. We that way can be more actively responsible ones in to changing the way of thinking or way of serving services for citizens, or even way to take a responsible role to be the first starter to kick something new out. And we want to be open. So everyone who is working with us, there must be some part that we can open for the whole society as much as possible. Of course, we know that there is business secrets. We don't share those. but even the process is too very meaningful to open if we want to give more advice to the other stakeholders, how they can handle the same kind of issues. And as you saw, those innovation hubs and challenge days, our approach is very based on the phenomena. And we are trying to educate our students that way, that when they are confronting the challenges, they understand the phenomenon first, and then they are starting to find the resolutions in the disciplinary groups. So we are trying to make an impact, but not alone, just with the partnerships, and that it's very, very important. So about the case, I have one case how we have handled that and found our role in here in Helsinki area is our simulation hospital. So starting point was that we have huge simulation hospital settings here, 2,000 square meters of different kind of authentic environments, because we have operation room, emergency room, intensive care unit, ambulance, deliveries and consultation wards, and also home environment and rehabilitation environments. 2,000 square meters just for educational needs. But what about the other world? We are living that kind of world that we have to share our resources. And even in Finland, this is quite small country, so we have to make together. So one only sustainable solution is that we open these all platforms to other stakeholders. We open also our high-tech expertise. We have those a lot in the field of social healthcare, but also from data, IE, ICT, XR, 5G, automation, and EOT. So this all is possible to share with other stakeholders to develop something new, something innovative. And how we are doing that? We are doing that combining all those elements, RDI, learning, and business. This is very new way to think. So students have still their own curriculums in the field what they are learning. But on the other hand, we have to offer new modern platforms that they can learn something outside the curriculums. So we think that when we are inviting stakeholders that are coming in a side of RDI or learning or business, and when the students are coming in this multidisciplinary group, we can give such a talent that are needed in the future. So we think that we can reform RDI processes of the companies. We can open our vital RDI environments for the companies or researchers, and the students are part of that multidisciplinary group. And we can enable the new creative business activities and ideas for the companies. And our role is mainly in the starting points when company is starting their new business, or they have even just a business idea. So we can support the early phase development processes. And what is the main here is that we really want to make and increase the talent to make that kind of solutions that are building the needs of the whole society. So the need-based developing processes are very important, and that way, and that's why we are also taking citizens to be a one stakeholders in our development processes. So what the students are going to learn in this kind of ecosystems or interdisciplinary groups, we think that outside from the curriculums, they are more strongly learning diversity of teamwork skills. They are more or better way learning communication skills, how to communicate between different sciences and professionals, because the concepts and the language is a little bit different with each occupation fields or sciences. And they have some ideas about the RDI projects, but also the commercial RDI projects when they are doing work with the companies. Then they get more deeper way understanding about the regulation and ethical issues that are going to be in the technical development processes. And of course, they are more able to assessment the technology from in the point of view of needs. When they are the future professionals like the nurses, they have more understand, is that kind of solutions needed here in my hospital settings, in my work, or even the patient's life. And of course, they give a real good insights about the entrepreneur and management things. So they have real life contact about the entrepreneurial skills, what is needed when they are working with the companies. And of course, they have a better understanding what kind of communication and marketing skills they will need, even if they want to be maybe entrepreneurs themselves. But we are not doing this alone. So we found that we want to do that. We have settings, we have all the experts, but we also understood that this is just a part of bigger ecosystem and bigger needs of the companies. So we made ally with the city of Helsinki and University Hospital HUS. And together we are Health Proof Helsinki. So that part, Metropolia can cover preclinical settings. And because we are the mother of the concept, we are coordinating this ecosystem. But University Hospital are offering clinical settings and processes to the companies. And City of Helsinki are offering primary social and healthcare settings for the companies. And the main thing is that now that way we are doing a multidisciplinary research ecosystem. This is a very good way to students understand that only our university is just a part of something bigger. And they get insights about how different kind of big organizations can work together and also somehow complement each other's work and talents. And also the companies get in the same, from the same door, from the same service path. They have also that multidisciplinary research professionals with them. So this is tackling just very well educational needs, the future educational needs, also economical settings here in Helsinki area, and also the talent and the skills of the RDI, what is concerning when you are developing medtech or health tech processes and new solutions or softs or whatever they are doing. So for us, it's very important that the students they are involved in these projects, not only in the cases that Metropolia are taking, that preclinical phase, but also they are having insights from university hospital, clinical settings, and how medical high technology are developed, what kind of regulation processes they will have. And also they will understand how primary healthcare settings and social settings, what are the major challenges and how they can be working. And also they get insight how to work in those settings when they are graduating. And of course, those multidisciplinary technical issues we can also tailor in. So for example, we have cases that we are using XR to improve social and healthcare services. So what we are expecting, why we are doing all of this, why we are starting ecosystems by ourselves and inviting the stakeholders. As a higher educational university, we think that that's our main role, to educate future skills for the students, but also in the life learning principles to companies, RDI talents, or even our own teachers and other experts talents. So everybody is winning. And that way we think that when we are part of Health Proof Helsinki, and we are offering that lifelong learning education, we can increase sustainable and need-based technological solutions. Of course, here in Finland, here in Helsinki, but we are open also in international level. So we think that when we are the change maker, we can invite you all on the board and make a better life with us. And then we think that when we are also part of new solutions, innovating new solutions, we can make that way that they are more sustainable, more ethical way to done, and they are products that are needed in the real life. So we think that customer-oriented, need-based are the keywords. So we are offering that kind of partnerships and solutions that in the early phase take eye on what is the real day needs that I can, as a company or my idea can fit. Not that I have very good technical solution and then I'm seeking who wants to buy it or who wants to use it, but the other way. And that we can offer citizens to be also the stakeholders in our case. So we are really expecting in the future years with this concept, we can increase the talent of every stakeholders, but also making something new, something sustainable together. And that's why we think that every higher educational institutes can take a change maker role and make better sustainable well-being for all of us. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Minna, for your speech, and it's very interesting. I mean, the importance of education and how to build up people that are able to bring this kind of technologies, because sometimes when it comes to innovation, it seems that it's only technology driven. I think it's people driven, so it's trend driven in some way. So it's looking at the future, is looking at what's going on, and using technology as an enabling layer, and given the chance to understand what's going on around. For example, you mentioned how students learn, so also the ethical aspect, how to manage with these things, and the chance that I think that, for example, Helsinki Proof is not only unique in Finland, I think is unique in Europe in some ways, and but not only because you have this kind of infrastructure, is the way you carry on things and businesses and education in there. So I think this is very unique, and this is what really impressed me when I have the chance to visit. And also the fact that in Metropolia, which is of applied science, because maybe it's not clear for a foreign for foreign people that you have these two aspects, a university that are focusing on applied science and other university that are on research or theoric science in some ways. So and both you collaborate with all the stakeholder, the ecosystem. And I was impressed by the fact that at Metropolia, you don't have you don't have only health, but also buildings. You have also building engineering and all what is connected to wellness in some ways, not only innovation in building up infrastructure such as the building itself of Metropolia is really interesting, is an example of futuristic application of what is right now available, and is a experimentation. I was also in the test area in which you test all for example, IoTs and so on related to home environment. And so is the connection between different knowledge and different competencies that brings out value.
Yeah, that's correct, Roberta. It's very important that we might have good environments, good technologies, but they are just the way to do it. But the how and what kind of pedagogical or partnership choices we are making, that's the crucial one. And how we engage the citizens, be a part of developmental processes, and how we really can together resolve the challenges. That's the main thing. The way we are working and the mindset.
Yeah. And also I was impressed because apart these kind of things happening in particularly environments such as the university, but in Helsinki there are part of the city itself that are completely open data test bed for mobility, for urban tech. And so this is very interesting because it's involving the population, is involving the real world within, and so co-create also and build up a future with the people, also enabling them to understand more and more, which are the advantage of empower themselves with knowledge and the ability to participate in this kind of development. This is really a great approach. Okay, so thank you very much, Minna, and hope to see you soon, maybe in Helsinki.